All right, well, back from the road trip, two games in 3 days. How does it feel to have, I guess, four of your next five here?
We're excited about playing. We've played the two teams that are at the bottom of the conference, and we've done pretty well. And then we played the three top teams, and so we know where the bar is. And now we're going to be playing the teams that are kind of in the middle with us, and so it's a great opportunity for us to see what we can do and see if we can move up in the standings.
And with all the freshmen that you have on the team, specifically, 5 games in, how do you think they're meshing so far and developing in conference play?
It's different than before Christmas. The schedule gets a little harder and the travel wears on you a little bit, so they're feeling those things for sure. I think Maya Hansen and Danny Bays right now in conference play, they're our two leading scorers, both freshmen. So that's really good, and obviously the other three, we're trying to bring them along, and it'll be interesting. Travel, we play tomorrow night, Fresno State, and then we turn around the next day and fly to Albuquerque and play in the pit. So they're getting an eye opener, that's for sure.
And how do you think Elodie, Abby, and even Mary Kay, all the rest of them have helped develop the freshmen and kind of show them the ropes?
Sure, with COVID, they didn't necessarily get that kind of leadership. They were stuck in the dorms, box lunches, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and so it's a little different. So they're in more leadership roles now, and so trying to show them the ropes a little bit. And the most important thing is showing a freshman is sleep maintenance and time management and that kind of thing, and making sure they're taking care of their bodies.
And even though, you never want to lose a game, but playing so hard against a team like UNLV, how encouraging is that moving forward, hanging in there the whole time, especially with such a young team?
Our biggest weakness of the whole season has been the lack of consistency, and we have one bad quarter every game. And I thought we played a great first half and a great fourth quarter, and we scored 6 points in the third quarter and gave up a ton. And so that's the goal of these next 4 or 5 games, is that we can get more consistency and play a good, solid 4 quarters of basketball.
I'm sure they're always motivated, but seeing Becky Hammond in the crowd, how cool is that? And seeing such an influential person in the sport, seeing her watch your team.
Well, it's funny, I didn't know this, but her MO is a sweatshirt with a blazer. So their whole staff it was a sweatshirt and a blazer, and there was sweatshirts and blazers all over the arena. So it's kind of cool to have them there, and obviously incredibly successful with San Antonio Spurs and now with the Las Vegas Aces.
And Fresno State, last year it was the Cameron Twins who really, they carried the offensive side for them. How do they look this year in terms of what are some keys to, stopping their offense and also defensively?
Sure, it's a great question. And some teams are very personnel driven, and they're very team system driven. So they've done the same thing almost every year. Off missed baskets, they're going to go man and do a lot of pressure, and on made baskets, they're going to do a 2-2-1 into a zone. And so it's the same thing every year. And so we're working on that today, is handling that press break a little bit better. We turned over a little bit down in Las Vegas with the press, and so hopefully we'll get better tomorrow night.
And with both teams now on a 3-game losing skid, does that change the way you approach the game at all?
Not really. It might if we had lost to the bottom 3 teams, but we lost to the top 3 teams and 2 of them on the road. And so we got to believe that we're doing the right thing and go in the right direction, and we'll find out in the next 5 games for sure.
And what's kind of your pitch to a fan or someone who doesn't really follow basketball, but also a Boise State fan, to come out and see the next 7 home games for the rest of the season?
I think we'll play really hard. We have great tradition. We've had a lot of success here. And I think that you're going to see kids that you'd see for the next 2.5 years. We don't lose anybody for the next 2.5 years. And so it's a great opportunity to catch them early. And I think we're going to be really have something to be proud of here in another year or 2.